Hello, everybody. Welcome. Okay, very good. So, you want to be an entrepreneur is tonight's topic. Welcome, everyone. Oh, Marty from Kauai is back in the house. Very good. Hello, welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Today and all this week is Global Entrepreneurship Week. Global Entrepreneurship Week was started. Aloha. It was started by a guy named Kaufman over in St. Louis in the 60s. So we're going to talk about entrepreneurship. And there's a whole lot of people that are going to not see the broadcast until later, because they are entrepreneurs and they're still working. And so tonight I want to share on this broadcast. This is part 1 of 3, so you want to be an entrepreneur. Welcome to the broadcast. Let me go ahead and get started with a very interesting quote. Perry 10K is in the house. Welcome, Katya. I'm going to start this broadcast with one of my quotes. And so certainly if you're already following me, you may have seen this quote, and it talks about entrepreneurship. And entrepreneurship is the price we are willing to pay to follow our own dreams rather than the dreams of someone else. And so when you hear the word entrepreneur, Paula, welcome, Paula. Paula, please tell me if you're new and where you're from. I would really appreciate it. Welcome to the broadcast. This week is Global Entrepreneurship Week, and I'm giving my thoughts. I've titled this topic, New in Rhode Island. Excellent. Welcome, Paula. My name is MarvinLeBlanc, and as the topic talks about, I am an entrepreneur and have been since 1978. I am also a business and entrepreneur coach, sales coach, primarily, almost exclusively, actually. Hey, Fred Reggie. I'm a entrepreneur and sales coach, business coach, almost exclusively for leaders that have corporations that are 50 people or less. So I am excited to share some of this information. Val, welcome to the house. Val, make sure you tell us if you're new to us and also where you're from. Tonight what we're talking about is how to be, or so you want to be, an entrepreneur. David Ballou is here, and David Ballou is a personal friend of mine who also knows a thing or two about entrepreneurship. If you're not following David Ballou 93, I would suggest that you follow him. He is an insurance entrepreneur over there in the Fort Worth, Benbrook, Texas area, and he is very qualified. Mehmet, thanks for joining the house. Fred, well, good. Fred, you can listen. And it's okay if you're driving. Just never ever scope while you're driving. But I definitely do, especially on the interstate. I will listen and watch a scope while I'm on the interstate, driving in the right lane. Ken is back in the house. Thank you so much for coming on. And again, I welcome you, replay broadcasters, people that are seeing it at a later time at night. As some of you know, I'm largely nocturnal. My own self, Bugman, Christina. All right. Fill it up. And if you go over there and you tap that little Periscope, man, I would be so grateful if you invited other people who have a dream of maybe, hello, Christina, life is good, and I'm an entrepreneur that is still working hard after office hours. And so I think that's where we should start. I almost could do a countdown on you might be an entrepreneur if. And so let's go with that. I didn't plan it, but let's go with that. Who can also write down just whatever thoughts? This is question and answers, and obviously it's high interaction. So if I don't get to all of my notes, and there are a lot, this is a 3-part series. So when you think of a person who's an entrepreneur, what are the traits, True Angel? True Angel, that's a friend with Fred Reggie. He knows her. I think she was in France, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe Germany. So when you think of an entrepreneur, what is the traits that you think of? You need to get yourself a maroon and white football. Oh, Bugman. Hey, Bugman, you can't throw me off, baby. I love me some people over there. Some of my best friends are in Alabama. It's okay, baby. It's all good. The line of scrimmage was dominated mainly by the defensive line. And it's all good because if Alabama goes to the national championship game, I'm going to pull for them because they're SEC. So there's no hate in the house. There's only love in the house. And Marlene is also in the house. She happens to be one of my special people, and I'm so honored that she's spending a little time with me. She's got an unbelievable daughter. So let's get right to the material. As you know, I'm high content. I'm sorry if I miss any of you that are just rolling in. W. Raleigh 27. I apologize if I miss you. I really care about what you have to say. So what I want to start off, hey Deli, is telling anybody that if I miss any of your comments, you can always personally email me at MarvinLeBlanc speaker at gmail.com. That's MarvinLeBlanc speaker at gmail.com. Can everybody hear me fine? I will cover. Hey, let's go straight to what Sheena just said. What's my favorite books? Sheena, here's my 3 top books. Every single year, Marvin, you should read How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. It's actually becoming a book more important now than it was 30, 40 years ago when it was written. How to Win Friends. Hello, Andrew. Welcome to the broadcast. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie is one book that I read and reread every single year. Kiana is in the house, and so is Cindy Poe. Cindy Poe is awfully powerful. Poe is powerful, and you should follow Poe to get Mo in your life. Le Bonbon, Louisiana Bonbon, maybe? So tell me where you're from, Le Bonbon, because I think you're new to the house. Shannon Keenan. Oh, my goodness gracious. Shannon Keenan, a special friend from Texas. Let me tell you, Shannon Keenan once set up a surprise birthday cake for me over there in McKinney, Texas. Oh, my God. This cake was so good, I can still remember it. Can I speak French? Man, no, shy. But I did speak me a little French until I was about 7 years old. But I used to always sing a song in French, and the song in French was Christmas, c'est là, c'est ennuyant, Chabouquois à la maison. So the guy that speaks French knows what I say. No, I'm not missing you, FRK. I just don't know how to say anything. Let's put out some love to FRK or FR Frank maybe. I don't know. I'm pretty good with autocorrect. But I'm going to tell you something. This is a little secret that has nothing to do with tonight's topic. Siri, that mean woman on my iPhone Plus, she thinks I have an accent. And Siri screws up all of my conversations all the time. Hey, Hakan, she screws it up all the time. And I know good and well I don't have an accent, Kauai. I know I don't, Shaq. But yeah, you do see the football in the background. Yep, that was some of my life. I was there in the early 80s. I was a 4-year letterman there, and that was a long time ago, and the padding and the shoulder pads and everything was a heck of a lot different back then. Cindy Poe, she's laughing at me. Okay, if you like, let's get to leadership. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to rock and roll? What do you think about Napoleon Hill? So here's my 3 books. Number 1, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I read it every single year, and I've read it every single year since 1982. Number 2, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I'm serious. You read that every single year. Well, Marvin, what about the top 20? Well, what about the top 20? I'm just telling you, How to Win Friends and Influence People and Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill are the 2 most important books I've ever read other than the Bible. And then the third book that you should read every year, and I'm not even joking, hang on. Is this book. And here's the reason why you should read this book. This book is called Come Hell or High Water, Life Lessons from Hurricane Katrina. Facing life's greatest challenges no matter what. Have y'all ever heard about that guy? Oh, look. MarvinLeBlanc. Oh, my goodness. He's the same guy that's on the Periscope right now. Yeah, it became an Amazon Kindle bestseller. Go figure, a small-town Cajun boy with a small brain had a best-selling book. So what about you? What's your excuse? You don't need no excuse. If I can do it, you can do it. So let's bring it. But here's the thing about leadership, okay? If you want stability and you want mundaneness in a job and you want high structure, then don't kid yourself in becoming an entrepreneur. It's not going to happen. Ken, Rich Dad, Poor Dad is good, but it's not a foundational book as much as How to Win Friends and Influence People or Think and Grow Rich. But it's certainly not a bad book, and obviously it's had huge sales. Isn't that right? Sandra Brewster's in the house. Go, baby, go. Okay, so back to the character traits. If you're looking for high structure, mundaneness, stability in a job, you shouldn't try to be an entrepreneur. Why? Because you're going to have focus. You're going to have discipline. You're going to have daily enthusiasm, and you're going to have to forget about the 9 to 5. Now listen, I'm not trying to be controversial. I love Tim Ferriss. I love the 4-Hour Workweek book. But if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you're not going to get what you need to get out of life working 4 hours a week. I'm sorry. I love Tim Ferriss, and I'm going to continue to follow him. But 4-Hour Workweek is bullshit. Okay? Now, he's got unbelievable systems set up. But believe me, before he could conceive of a 4-hour work week, he put in a many of 60 and 70-hour weeks, okay? So I'm just bringing it to you straight, all right? The reason things have worked out for me and the reason I'm financially independent is because of HAW. So can somebody write down at the bottom HAW? Thank you for the hearts. Tap, tap, tap. Come on. Give me some purple and gold hearts with that blue. Okay, what's HAW stand for? Anybody want to guess? I've never said this before. Thank you, True No Lies. What's HAW, Diamond Princess? Yeah, this is the most important thing. And this ain't hee-haw. This is just haw. HAW. Come on, I bet you so. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give away, Oh, David Ballou. Oh, David Ballou. Wow. David probably cheated because he's in my inner circle. That's no, Diamond, you were close. Hard at work. Yeah, it's hard. Okay, Diamond Princess actually has the politically correct way to say it, right, Cindy Poe? Hard at work. But yeah, the Cajun boy in me, I was thinking hard ass work. Okay, now, if you're afraid of work, then go work for the man. Go punch a clock. When you got to go pee, ask your boss if you can go pee. Go on a smoke break. Whenever the boss tells you go on a smoke break. Oh, it's lunchtime. Leave at 12 o'clock and go to lunch. Got to come back by 1 o'clock. Okay. Oh, 5 o'clock. Got to go get the kids. Okay. And there is nothing wrong with that. If you will also shut up. Shut up about what the man is talking about. Don't dog the man. He's the entrepreneur, or the woman who's the entrepreneur that's running the whole ship. Okay? Don't bitch if he's taking his ship in another direction that you don't want to go. No. That's what you give up because you want stability. You see, here's the thing. It is amazing. I've been an insurance entrepreneur for 28 years. Never have I missed the payroll every 2 weeks. Okay, so everybody that is an employee, a team member, they love, thank you, Ken, they love that stable check. But you see, I've been on full commissions my whole life. My check is not stable, all right? So whenever they turn off at 5 o'clock, it's still working on my head. So how many of you are thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, but is not an entrepreneur yet? Are you thinking about it, but you're not one yet? Okay, so can't get mad at the man that you had that gave you a chance. Get mad at yourself for getting comfortable. Oh, true, no lies is bringing it. Correct. You see, you can't have it both ways. The only thing you can have both ways is you can have a check and then work on your dream at night and on weekends. You can do that, but you're going to have to turn off the television. Okay, guys, television is not putting money in your pocket. I'm sorry. Periscope could. Okay, you don't have any excuse anymore because now you have Periscope. Why am I saying that? Because you can get and attract your audience. You can get, and you're right, Sandra, it is not easy. And remember, Sandra, you just reminded me, look, let's talk about that. This right here says, if you can see it, the harder you work, the harder it is to surrender, by Vince Lombardi. The harder you work, the harder it is to surrender. If you're not a hard worker and you're a low energy person, I think I'm being responsible by telling you entrepreneurship is probably not going to work out for you. Cindy Poe just downloaded my book. Oh my God. So excited to read it. Not to get you off track. No, you're not getting me off that track at all. Matter of fact, Cindy, that book, even men are reading it. You know why? Because they have a lot of pictures in it. Oh, wow, smack. Yeah, men are not the greatest readers. Yes, it is true, I'm a geek, but men are not the greatest readers. So let's get back to entrepreneurship, because today and this week is Global Entrepreneurship Week. Guys, let me get serious. Cindy or one of you can put this up. Key traits: focus, daily enthusiasm is number 2, discipline, and committing to long hours. Focus, daily enthusiasm, discipline, and committing to long hours. I just don't know of any examples of really great successful entrepreneurs that don't do those 4 things. So somebody that might be watching the broadcast, I'd like to own a business. Really? A lot of people want to be millionaires, but they don't want to go to work. A lot of people want to be national champions, but they don't want to come to practice. So it's not going to work out, okay? And so you should thank me and go to my paypal.me/MarvinLeBlanc and throw in a tip, because I just saved you thousands and thousands of dollars and grief. And so if you don't have a big dream, or let's say, here's another trait. You struggle with cash flow stress. That pounding on your chest because you're stressed out. Switzerland is in the house. Woo! You're pounding on your chest because of the cash flow stress. If you're not going to be able to take that, it's going to be a challenge for you. If you're not going to be able to take non-dreamers that are in your family, did he just go there? Did he just go there? Did he just say non-dreamers in my family? Well, man, Marvin, you're kind of hurting my feelings. Well, get over it. Get over it. Someone's got to tell you the truth, because whenever the money is tight, whenever you're working long hours, whenever the kids are sick, whenever the wife is bad, you still got to work if you're an entrepreneur. So someone's got to be able to tell you the truth. Now, if you're going to start a business and you're just going to try to slide it in on your spouse, oh, by the way, honey, I decided to go in my own business. Oh, no, that ain't going to work, y'all. That ain't going to work. So take it all in, Sandra Brewster. I promise you this scope is saving some people's marriages, some people's lives, some people's checking account. The people that are great do not have balance. They are working hard ass work. And that's what we need to hear in America. We don't need to hear entitlement. We need to hear, you got a dream, you have a message, bring it. You don't have to be great looking, but you do have to be passionate. You have to have a burning desire. Why? Why is that, Marvin? God, I'm always hearing people talk about a burning desire. Why is that so important? Burning desire. Well, here's the deal. And if you find out different, could you let me know? Because people don't follow and attract towards people that are not passionate. So you don't have to be outwardly terribly extroverted, but you got to have a burn in the belly. You got to have fire. And you got to have fire every day. You got to have that fire when you got about 99, 100-degree temperature, that little low grade. Welcome to the room, Mike Payton. We are going through unbelievable stuff, real hands-on entrepreneur tips that you can pick up at my replay, which is catch.me/MarvinLeBlanc. It is impossible to be authentic without desire. You know what? Here's the thing. I mean, I'm kind of feeling now the world is set to where people got a bullshit meter, and they see fake people a lot faster. So you know what? If you're gonna fake it, you're gonna struggle. Now here's another thing. This right here, y'all gonna have to write this one down. Now this one took me years. And if you don't listen to me, it's going to take you years. No different than whenever Mama told me not to touch the fire. And then bullshit meter. Yeah, people understand when somebody's got a bullshit meter. So I had to touch the fire. How can we convey to others passionate? Okay, don't let me get off. Make me go back to that. How can we convey to others our passion? I want you to understand something. There's going to be a fight going on. My fight when I was brand new in entrepreneurship is, man, I had that fire and that individual courage, okay? That undaunted courage, kind of like Lewis and Clark and Sacagawea whenever they headed west. If you haven't read the book Undaunted Courage, wow! Oh, man, it's worth. You can finish it in a weekend. Undaunted Courage, the Lewis and Clark expedition. Here's the deal. You start off with individual courage. And so we become really autonomous. Get out of our way. We're going to make it happen. That's all good. And you got to have that. But here's what happens. As you grow and you can become successful, you might have started off as an individual entrepreneur. But what you're going to need if you're growing a business is you're going to have to embrace, can I be a selfless leader? Can I be a selfless leader? Can I take responsibility for my team's foibles whenever they're less than remarkable on customer service? See, I wasn't thinking that in the beginning. I saw myself early on as a salesperson, but I didn't see myself as an entrepreneur. So in tonight's offering, whenever you see this book, The 13 Rules for Solid Business Growth, if you go to this link, www.marvinleblonc.com/13 marvinleblanc.com/13-rules, you'll be able to pick up this book. In this book, if somebody could put that down on the link, that would be great. But in this book, the very first question, there's 13 rules in this book. Obviously, the 13 rules for solid business growth. Wow, man, is that not an original idea? Not so much. Rule number 1, don't be a salesman, be an entrepreneur who sells. What I'm talking about there is great. You can sell, but eventually if you're the business owner, you're going to have a lot of other hats to wear than just the salesman hat. And so in here towards the back, the last chapter talks about the 6 hats that you have to wear as a business owner. Now, the reason why I have this right here, a plan man, creating bliss and comfort for your customers. Jay Les, is that the name of a book? A Plan Man? Thanks for those taps. Thanks for those hearts, guys. Hit your little Periscope man down there, and please invite some other people. Michelle Longert. Welcome, Michelle. Is the book, is that a name of a book? A Plan Man? I don't know. Maybe somebody knows the name of that. Thank you, Michelle, for inviting followers. Okay. So yeah, I guess you're saying I'm a plan man. Yes. And lots of people after Hurricane Katrina, some of you may already know, lost everything, lost my office, lost my house because it was taken away by the 17th Street Canal breach. People were asking me, well, how did you come back off of that? And so after sitting, yes, and you got to put in the www dot to activate that link. So it's www dot and everything that Cindy Poe just put up there. So people continue to ask me, what were the questions you were thinking when you had to rebuild your business? So this is a perfect topic for tonight. You want to be an entrepreneur, or you might be a struggling entrepreneur, and right here, this little pocketbook that you can put right here, you can constantly meditate and work on this, because you cannot be a great entrepreneur without facing and finding the solutions to these 13 rules, guys. So I can't emphasize enough why that book's important. There you go, Cindy. Wow. Okay, now be honest. Let's take a pause. Take a breath. Is everybody following Cindy Poe? The reason I'm asking you to follow Cindy Poe is because I promise you don't have enough givers in your life. Okay? Cindy Poe is the spinal cord and backbone of a hell of a lot that goes on in our Peri 10K organization. PERI10K.com/join. That's Peri10K.com/join. The actual memberships for this giving, supportive, collaborative group actually shuts down on Friday. So Poe Power to the fullest. You gotta get in and join Peri10K.com/join by Friday. You can tell them Marvin sent you, but I promise you that changed things for me, because Cindy and I didn't even know each other before Peri 10K. And what it is just a platform of people from all over the world that are givers. And why we're on Periscope is we want and believe in the give first. Okay? In the give first. Right now, some of you say you're salespeople, and then when I ask you to define the word sales, you can't even tell me what the root word of sales is. Now, you're in sales and you never looked up the root word of sales. Well, the root word of sales is salon, S-E-L-L-A-N. And salon means to give. Did y'all catch that? Salon means to give. So I'm not talking about any sleazy little unethical salesperson. I'm talking about someone who views themselves as an educator first. And then they get paid because they've earned their money. They've earned their commission. They didn't take it from you in a weird way. Hello, Beasteen 2. Welcome. So salon is the root word of sales. Sales means to give. And I've done hundreds of talks. I'm a professional speaker. I speak all over the nation. I've been in front of 400, 500, 600, up to maybe 2,000, 3,000 people. And no one, unless they've heard my talk before or read my material or read my books, I'm also a national columnist for lifeinsuranceselling.com. And so if they haven't seen it there in some of my writings, then they've never heard the word. And yes, Beastie, you must have just heard a little accent there. Yes, I am from South Louisiana. So we're passing a good time in South Louisiana. And I am a national member of the National Speakers Association, now that Cindy mentioned it. And as a matter of fact, 2 or 3 years ago, I was member of the year of the New Orleans chapter of the National Speakers Association. So I want to wrap this broadcast up real quick, because this is only part 1 of a 3-part series that I'm doing on entrepreneurship. And again, if you got little questions and you're scared to ask me something through Periscope, you can always privately email me at marvinleblancspeaker@gmail.com. I'm going to respond to you within 48 hours. If I don't respond to you within 48 hours, you can assume I either didn't get your email or I died. I'm not kidding. I'm a hands-on guy. That's why people will wait 6 months for an appointment with me. Okay, it's worth it. There's a reason why I'm a sought-after coach. It's because I got a lot of answers. Here's the other reason. I've screwed up more than you have. I've screwed up more than you, so I know a lot of good answers. I found out all the reasons, all the ways it don't work. So other than that, hell, that's a damn good reason to follow me. So here's my summary. You got to focus if you want to be an entrepreneur. Everybody is not your customer. If you ask for a referral, well, anybody who wants such and such. No. If you ask for anybody when you're asking for a referral, you're going to get nobody. You have to narrow it down. Periscope gives you an opportunity to narrow your focus. Number 2, you got to be disciplined. Number 3, you got to play when you're hurt. If I only go to work on the days I feel great, hell, I'd never hardly leave the house. You got to play hurt. Okay, you got to play with that 99, 100-degree fever. If you work for somebody else and he comes in on a Monday morning, don't call my office and tell me you can't show up on a Monday morning. If you're one of my employees, come in. Let me feel your head. I'll decide whether or not you need to go to the doctor. Okay, you can work with that 99 and 100-degree fever. My goodness. Work doesn't kill, folks. What kills is unfulfilled work. Man, y'all ought to write that down. Work doesn't kill. What kills is unfulfilled work. So you got to find that. Because the last time I talked, as best as I know, this ain't no dress rehearsal. All right? Come on. Get with it. Follow supportive people. Get away from those negative energy vampires. Follow me. Come on. Focus, discipline, daily enthusiasm. Now, y'all, okay, y'all know good and well if y'all have followed me. Every time you see that Marvin LeBlanc show up, y'all know good and well I'm going to be bringing it on my scope. Is that not right? Is that not right? Yeah. I'm going to bring high content. I would suggest for you to Periscope less if you're not going to bring good content. I don't want you to Periscope 6 times a day and you only have content for 2 times. You're going to lose followers. Okay? You got me, Jonathan? You feeling me, baby? You feel that love? Inside you is greatness. Jonathan, inside you, you have a message that can help people that you haven't even met yet. But you got to let it out. You got to let your greatness out. You got to get around people that are not stuck in self-limiting beliefs. They keep on dragging you back down in the hole because they don't have a dream. Do y'all catch that? Oh, some people are catching. I'm getting the hearts right now. I am getting the hearts. Man, you ought to be able to smell a non-dreamer. Ooh, man. Ooh, I smell. Ooh, you smell like a non-dreamer. I got to roll on out of here with your non-dreamer self. Don't go eat lunch with a non-dreamer. Man, they stink it all up for you. It'll take you the rest of the day. You'll be so damn depressed, you might miss half the week. Thank you for joining me, Mimi. You'll love to catch replay. You can see me on my replay. Yeah, okay, Cindy. Okay, so here's my wrap. Gotta go. Focus. Discipline. This ain't no 9 to 5. Daily enthusiasm. play when you're hurt. Play when you're hurt. You can't just play when you feel good and you're being an entrepreneur. It don't work that way. That dog don't hunt. That dog don't hunt. Okay? Mimi, you're going to love the rebroadcast. Jonathan, I appreciate your comments. Sandra, I got a feeling you've got a few things out of this broadcast. I strongly suggest for you, now this is what I do. I go back and I look at the broadcast and I take notes. And then I reread the notes constantly for months at a time. And then those notes come into my subconscious mind. And then all of a sudden I'll say something. And at first I thought it was mine. And I realized it was from somewhere else. An example. If you ever hear me say, guys, you got to get with Periscope. And the reason why is Periscope is the biggest new social media platform to come out. And it is the great accelerator. Well, I started saying that so much, I almost forgot that I didn't make the great accelerator up. One of my mentors, the Periscope coach, his name is Michael Cinquino, Cinquino. He's the one that first said that Periscope is the great accelerator. One time I was saying it on a broadcast. Hell, for a second there, I thought I had created it. I didn't create it, but I had heard it over and over so many times. So here's the secret. What tapes are you listening to? What are you telling your mind? Somewhere in the Bible talks about stand at the gateway of your mind. Stand guard at the gateway of your mind. And what that's about is watching what you choose to think and watching what you allow to come in. Yes, if you spend all your time absorbing the good stuff, you don't have time for all that baggage. Fantastic, Sandra. Sandra, you and I really have to have a talk. I can help you tremendously because that is a world I've known for 30 years. And so I can help you in your insurance industry. So I just want to leave you with that. And I want you to feel like, hey, now I have a grip on what it's going to take to be an entrepreneur. And you know what? If you don't have what it takes and you're not going to be these things, you can't have a high volume business with low volume energy. It doesn't work. And yes, you can make a good living selling insurance, or you can make a great living selling insurance. I have spent my life teaching how to sell smarter, work less, and live longer. I have all the word tracks, the referral word tracks, the appointment setting word tracks, the benefits to each of the product lines. I have all of that. It's all deep in my tissues. So certainly you need to drop me a line at MarvinLeBlanc@gmail.com, and you need to go to my website. You can have an F in math and succeed, okay, if you choose to. Now, you can't have an F in math and you don't apply yourself to work. But yeah, you got software now that can help you. You have all what it takes. What they can't give you is heart. And what I want to leave you with, this is it. Your head cannot stop what your heart wants. Your head can't stop what your heart wants. Are y'all feeling me? Are y'all feeling me? Your head can't stop what your heart wants. But you have to choose what is it in your heart that you want to make a complete difference to America, to the rest of the world. Yes, one drop in the ocean, one rock thrown into the ocean can make tidal waves on another shore. I'm that serious. I am MarvinLeBlanc.com. I have loved your attention. I will be back tomorrow for part 2 of part 3. So you want to be an entrepreneur. Marvin LeBlanc, South Louisiana. I wish you peace. I wish you love. And I wish you gumbo. Good night from the Cajun Rambo. See y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.